Are you going to open that gift, do you think? You did go to some trouble to get it, I remind you.
Well, I was about to say hello, everybody. Jasper, why do you keep telling me there are
no
gifts here? There are no gifts.
Later.
Yes, I'm aware. Alright. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Fable 3. I know it's been a long time, but I've been trying to get this up and running again. It was giving me some trouble, but I think we're in, and I think we're where we're supposed to be. So, here's hoping everything goes correctly. In case you don't remember, we are following Walter, and he's going to lead us to the Borrowstone Resistance. Sorry, I probably said that wrong. Alright, buddy.
We've descended into the chasms of the netherworld, stared death in the face, and waded through things so foul I'd rather not think about them. But this is where it gets really ugly. And buried somewhere beneath it all are the people Logan has left behind.
Are you stuck? Sorry, he's normally like further ahead, and I have to run to catch up with him. I'm grateful he's actually walking this time, though. Alright, where's the dig spot? Come on. Sorry, sir, we need to dig here, too. Diamond. Alright. Alright. Hello, Walter. We're coming. Sorry. Hello, guys.
How are you, good looking? If only all adventurers were as upright as you. You are very charitable.
Yeah,
Thank you
as you
so
can
much.
tell, I tend to just give out gold when I've got it.
You're very kind.
Because at least for the first one, you end up getting a seal, which does obviously become handy later if you're trying to open stuff.
If only I could look as attractive as you.
I'm also sorry I keep like...
You can see for yourself what life outside the castle is like. Poverty, hunger, disease. Wouldn't you want to rebel against it all?
Sorry, I keep stopping talking because I know that Walter keeps talking off and on, and I don't want to like cut him off. But obviously I forget exactly when he talks.
You won't see too many kids running around here. Most of them have no choice but to work. It's either that or begging.
That's a very nice look indeed, I must say. Oh,
Yeah.
you look great.
So if you didn't see it, the kids ran in here because, yay, child labor. Basically all the kids right now are working in this facility. This will come in handy later because there's a quest through here, I believe. We can't get to it yet. And I'm double checking because I think there is a key or a chest up higher that I should be able to get to. And I think I heard a gnome somewhere as well. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forget where the gnomes are here. But... oh yeah, I forgot for a second. It's this lovely little puzzle. I always forget which levers to pull, but as you can see, there's a key over there. Alright. Can't get to that one. Do I need that one right now? Let's see. Sorry, I think I'm doing this correctly. Yep, and I think this one... I'm not going to lie, half the time I'm just like pulling levers randomly in the hopes I'm getting it. I don't think I got that right.
Oi! Nobody gave you permission to drink any water! Get back to work, you idle filth!
Ma'am, shut up. Sorry, she is exactly the reason I sometimes wish that I could, like, actually hurt some of these people and, like, not get super in trouble for it. Like, I get it. It's kind of just the way it is right now. Alright. Then this one, I think. I'm sorry that I'm not being better at this, but this is one of the puzzles that just, like, kind of just slips my brain half the time. Alright. That. This. Okay, nah. That was incorrect. You can kind of tell the closer you get as to where the steam comes from and where it goes.
Harder, you lazy good-for-nothings.
Nope. Okay. I'm sorry this is like the start of the stream, but hopefully I won't have to do this again for a hot minute. Because I remember where most of this is coming from. Oh wait, duh. That was the right way. And ta-da. Another key. Hop down, please. Oh wait, I forgot. I can't hop down yet because there's boxes in the way or something. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Excuse me, small child. Okay, I should be able to hop down here. Why can I not hop down?
Those were really cool clothes. Get back to your post. Cool.
Alright, apparently the A button is just not liking me right now or something.
Worker 7, you little skiver. Get back to your post.
Alright, just run down the stairs like normal, I suppose. If I didn't lose karma, ma'am, I would punch you. Alright, pardon. Alright. And luckily Walter waits for us.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate you.
Ah, there you are. Now, right now, I am actually trying to
We
press
could be best friends.
the button for the gun, but it's not coming out because we're supposed to be, you know, following Walter and not paying attention to other things. However, I'm doing a few other things. I'm going to read this momentarily.
Come sit on my big pointy hat.
Yep, door is locked. I think we get the key for that later.
An address from Logan, your king. You are citizens of Albion. Its noble soil runs through your veins. Its long history is your own history. But this kingdom does not exist to support you or to feed you. It is not a fruit to be picked off the ground, or a tree whose shade will protect you unconditionally. This land of ours demands your sweat, it demands your labor, and it demands your sacrifice. We are entering an epoch full of opportunities, but full of peril too. Albion needs you to fight with every breath and work with every heartbeat. It will make demands of you, and you will obey them, because you are citizens of Albion. You will never defy its wishes, and you will never question its intent. You will give every ounce of strength, and you will offer your very lives if it asks for them. And even then, you will never cease to be. As long as Albion lives, then so will you live too.
Yeah, as you can tell, he sounds a little nutty.
Like a cemetery.
Shut up, sir.
I'll be out of business. I mean, happy shopping.
I sensed your presence before you even arrived. What did you eat?
If you find we're out of stock on anything, try again a few days later.
Yep. Sorry, just picking up the pie shop real quick. Shut up, sir. Alright. I have apparently given you money before.
No idea how much difference this could make. Thank you.
And yes, I am not following our Walter again, sorry. Partly because I know that this dig spot exists, if my dog can find it. Yeah, but normally you are just supposed to follow Walter around. He takes you to the place we're going next, which honestly just has one of, I consider, the funniest characters in this game, because while they're pretty horrible, I do find them also very hilarious, which I think is just what they're supposed to be. Thank you, doggy. And yes, I'll probably go in and try to buy a couple of the random little shops around here in a second. Because you can't do too much right now, since you're supposed to go follow Walter. There's even places that are, like, blocked off due to the fact that you're supposed to follow Walter. You're not supposed to be running around exploring yet. But since I have vague knowledge on where everything is, I'm doing this first before I completely forget they exist. Because I know while I'm supposed to run around, half the time I end up, like, fast traveling to the other places and doing stuff. And yeah, there will be a lot of houses that are, like, 2 stories that you can buy here. They can make relatively good money, but once again, it is always a bit hard to keep an eye on all of the houses. Alright. Here comes a, I believe, fan favorite character, because I have met so many people that either love this man or love to hate this man. I personally just find him hilarious sometimes.
Reaver is exploiting us! We deserve fair pay! We demand better working conditions! We're workers! We're not slaves! Reaver treats us like animals! And we're not gonna take it anymore! There's only one thing for it! We have to stand up to Reaver!
But lying down is so much easier than standing up. My dear friends, in order to raise morale, I am offering prizes to the most deserving workers. The rules that will govern what I like to call the Reaver Team Spirit Award are these. Firstly, any worker that so much as murmurs another complaint will be shot. Secondly, any worker who takes more than a 3-second break will be shot. Thirdly, any worker who breaks any other rules I have yet to formulate will, yes, you guessed it, be shot. Return to work now. As you know, I'm a generous man and likely to start handing out prizes right away. So go on, shoo! Be off with you! Chop chop!
Yeah, he's a little insane.
That's why we're here. That's why Albion needs you. Your brother must have been out of his mind when he handed control of Industrial to Reaver. We should go on. It's time you met the Bowerstone Resistance.
I like the army, all right. Of course, if I didn't, it would be against regs to say so.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I'm honestly not 100% sure if this guy is dead. I would assume so, given how many times he was shot. But yeah, Reaver is that one character that I'm like, I don't like what he does, but at the same time, his personality makes him oddly hilarious to me. I do not know why. It just kind of does. Hello, kiddos. Pardon me again. Alright. Pardon me. I think this is where either another key or that chest that I remember is. And yeah, Reaver apparently will just stand here until his grand entrance. I've seen people play this with like a multiplayer, and as long as you aren't both standing in the circle, one of you can actually run up and like poke Reaver. And I think it's just really interesting that they gave you that option. Because you know people were going to try. Hey, just run around in circles for a minute. There we go. Open you up. Alright, slow time potions. Alright, can I hop down here now? Yay!
Malingerers, the lot of you. You're only doing 18-hour days as well. What's the problem?
That's kind of the problem, ma'am. Who even said that?
That is a very agreeable look for you.
Look, sir, Whoop, sorry, kiddo. You okay?
When I grow up, I want pretty pink shoes and a sparkly sword.
Well, hopefully you can get them, hun.
Mommy said I shouldn't talk to strangers.
Congratulations! Getting out among the people has paid off. Remember that interacting with the citizens of Albion is generally a reliable way to gain followers.
Yes, thank you. Alright, now, unfortunately... Okay. I was worried that Walter was, like, stuck somewhere. Excuse me, sir, I'm just gonna buy your shop to help you out here, and help myself out. Okay.
Oh, look! He's wagging his tail. Maybe he's thinking about eating crap.
Whoop. Not quite as far as I wanted to go. There you are, sir.
I'd like to come round to your house for tea. And then I'll have your mum.
Sorry, I'm like double checking if I can shoot him yet. That's also why I was running around earlier, was because of the ripples in the water showed that I should have had a dive spot, but for some reason I couldn't jump into it. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to do like a thought process on like where this other thing is, because I think there's another chest or dig spot around here. Okay. Because I know there's a couple of them that I can't get to immediately, again, because things are blocked off, because I'm supposed to go poke the resistance first.
Anything interesting going on in the world?
A random picture. Alright. At least that will be able to be sold for a fair amount. Alright. Then the resistance should be right. Yep.
Somewhere beyond this door is the base of the Bowerstone resistance. Ready when you are.
Alright, I'll be ready in a second, Mr. Walter, because I'm gonna check over here. Because I feel like, again, there is one more thing somewhere, but I don't think I can get to it yet. Yeah, I think stuff is, like, still wardened off. Yep, there it is. Yeah, and this is also something that I find really funny, is like, we technically entered from over here. You could have just snuck us this way, but he decided to show us. Oh. Sorry, sir? Alright, apparently not important. But he decided to show us Reaver first, just so that we fully understood what the heck is wrong with him.
Oh, look at the doggy.
Yep, there's another one. Alright. Yeah, I think the other stuff I'm thinking of can only be gotten after I either do a quest or, at the very least, talk to the Resistance.
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll welcome us with open arms.
That would be lovely, Walter, really. But they don't know me, so I don't know about that.
I really love how much time we're spending in caves and sewers these days. No, really, I should warn you. I don't know what kind of reception we'll get. I know their leader well enough, but it was never safe for me to come down and meet the rest of them. And they're not exactly the most trusting of people.
You can't imagine why. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to remember exactly how to, like, go around to get that key.
Hello? Hello? Maybe we've got the wrong place. Let's, get out.
Don't move!
We won't move if you won't shoot. Deal?
You'd better tell your friend that.
It's all right. Just do as he says.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Walter, and this is, well, that really doesn't matter right now. We're here to speak with Paige.
I say we shoot.
Listen, we're on your side. Just hear us out.
We don't make deals with spies. Shoot!
Wait!
Put your weapons down. I thought I gave the orders round here, kid.
Sorry, Paige. Got a bit carried away.
Walter,
Yeah, no kidding.
glad you're all right.
And I'm glad you came in when you did.
I wasn't exactly expecting you. Let's talk somewhere a bit more private.
Yeah, I've always been kind of like, guys, if we're saying hello, we're probably looking for someone. Why on earth is your first instinct just shoot? Like, I get it, you're the resistance, but like...
I had this whole plan, you see. But well, we ended up leaving the castle earlier than I thought.
I heard. Pity. Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something better.
Yeah, so these guys have been, like, in the sewers, plotting to take power away from Logan, which, you know, fair. I feel like I'm supposed to stand about here, so here we meet.
I'd like you to meet.
I know who she is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the princess here.
She's not just a princess. She's a hero.
Great. Give her a medal.
No, I mean, she's a hero. Like her mother.
Really? It doesn't change anything. Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know she's any better?
Well, let her prove it.
It's not just me she needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Nice! But yeah, unsurprisingly, Paige does not trust us, and given our brother and his craziness, that should not be surprising. And yes, I'm searching stuff before I head in there. No, I don't need to sleep right now. And part of the reason I am searching before we go in there is because this door is going to be locked for a little bit until we finish the quest that's about to come up. Or quests, I should say. La-di-da-di-da-da-da-da-da. Time to go talk to the blind lady. Ah. Keep forgetting how bright this game is. And I'm in the dark.
Today you have met the true voice of the people of this city. It is imperative that you win Paige and her resistance movement to your cause. And just as important that you prove to Bowerstone that you can be its rightful ruler.
Thank you for the heads up. Alright, open this guy. Alright, is there anything important over here? Yeah. Sorry. I'm like, I forget where certain things are here and there. Bully, nope, we ain't doing that. Ah, melee. Let's upgrade this. Alright, random lightning. For the power of Grayskull. Ah, I got some Balverini looking sword this time. Yeah, and this does change based on like what you do. I forget if I've said that about the weapons. They will go ahead and change based on things you do, like how much gold you spend, how much gold you make, friendly you are, how unfriendly you are. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else around here. Okay. Sorry, just trying to remember exactly which chests I've opened. And you can open all of them. It does take a little bit of time because most of the time you can get them from like saying hi to people. So at least for me, the first time I did this, I basically, every single person I met, I talked to, did like one interaction with to try to get the seal. And then basically went, okay, bye. Hooligan, no. And then this is just force push. Alright. Yep, that's upgrading that. I'm gonna get the kid or parenting pack because I have a feeling there is a chance that I may become a parent. So, just in case. And then we're gonna save the rest. Because, again, as long as I've got the whirlwind and fireball, that seems to be the best combo against a lot of people. So that's what I use. I personally really like the ice spell. I'm sure I've probably said that before. But I really like the ice spell, and I just wish it, like, had a better usage to it.
It would seem your heroism has to be put to the test once again, madam. May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available.
Yes, sir, Jasper. Just give me a moment. This is still really cute to me for some reason. Like, I feel bad if there were actually children down here, which I wouldn't be surprised. But I still think it's really cute that you've got, like, the dolly on the horsey there, even if there's, like, no way to do that under normal circumstances in this game. Alright, let's see. Go ahead and eat that. And I don't know if I... Whoop! Alright, where is it? Yep, that's one reason I came in here. Dig spot. But, one reason that half the time if I find food, I just eat it immediately as opposed to save it is because I've noticed there seems to be some sort of weird, almost glitch where you can try to stock up on food, and I swear the first time I played this, I could stock up on food just fine, and it would also change because I would have, like, more than just one type of food, and it would be okay, but then after that first playthrough, every time I've tried it, it either lets you have one type of food stocked up or absolutely nothing. And I'm just like, what on earth is going on here? Sorry, I can't say no to accepting the ragdoll. Alright, and then I think there's something back here. And yeah, you can use this for firing practice if you want to. I don't bother because I'm just like, I don't need these people freaking out or being angry. Yep, come on, buddy. Yep, there's another chest for another way around. I'm trying to remember. I think I go into the sewers in a different direction and I can get into that. I just don't recall if it's a quest that's coming up soon or in a little while. Do-do-do. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like double checking everything everywhere. Alright, and where is that page real quick? For anyone that wants the rest of the life and adventures of Ben Finn while I look.
I said before that we soldiers told these stories so as not to miss home. But in truth, I have never felt the sense of that word in any place I have visited, and certainly not in Gunk. Yet, there it was I was raised by my shopkeeping parents, who through no fault of their own, often struggled to keep other things such as shoes on our feet and food on our table. This being the case, my 3 elder brothers and I had no recourse but to find other sources of sustenance, money and entertainment. Despite my small hands, I was never the equal of my siblings in what constituted the main form of income for all Finns under the age of 15, the picking of pockets. It is possible that even then, though barely 8 years old, I had begun to form some sort of moral objection to such activities. Instead, I found my calling as a street performer, standing in the town square telling jokes and falling over repeatedly. Did you hear hear about the man who went through a Balverine forest and messed up his trousers? I would ask the audience. No, they would reply. He said with fiends like that, who needs enemas? All right, so it wasn't sophisticated. I was only a child after all. But at least it was honest. Or it would have been had my brothers not taken the opportunity, afforded to them by the villagers' uncouth laughter, to rob them blind. All this accidental aiding and abetting won me the greatest gift I had ever received. For my 11th birthday, my criminal siblings bought me a beautiful pellet gun. And thus it was I found my second talent, a rather surprising accuracy with firearms. It was not long before this ability was put to good use. My brothers set up a fair booth in which they challenged all comers to pit their target practice skills against young Ben. Having fleeced all the local clods, we soon had to rely on traders, passers-by and occasional tours of neighbouring villages, out of which we would more often than not be run out by the authorities.
There we go. Sorry, I was waiting on the dog there and for Ben to finish up. Thank you, puppy. Yeah, I think Ben's life is really interesting, and I do like the guy a lot, so I can understand why some people were very annoyed that both like he and Paige aren't romanceable in this game. They're just like, they're there to be your good friends. Because I remember just at least one of my friends was very much like, why can I not date this person? When it came to them. And there was also a lot of fan art about these guys as well. I remember back when I was running around Tumblr and stuff like that. I still have those things, but I don't go on them nearly as often, so I have no idea what it's like nowadays. I tend to just stay away from stuff because there's too much crazy in the world. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Jasper.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Hello. Alright, and just real quick... Pardon?
The armory is at your disposal.
Thank you, sir. Alright, and then... Alright, hero hammer? Sorry, I'm just like looking at them. Oh, pretty. Weapon has reacted to your use of gold by becoming more intricately designed. Your generosity has caused the weapon's handle to mutate. Okie dokie. Then this should be, yep. Alright. Weapon has reacted to your use of gold by becoming more intricately designed. The handle of your weapon has responded to your use of the fireball spell by adopting more arcane design. Interesting. So I always like to look at like how they're evolving. Right,
when you need to attack a target from a great distance and don't mind sacrificing firing speed, a rifle is ideal.
Time spent with your weapon has affected its physical makeup. Your victories over Hollow Men have transformed the handle of your weapon into a bone-like structure. Or substance, excuse me. I'm sure that's probably one of those things that I looked at last time, but I'm doing it again because I've forgotten.
You want a hammer. The bigger, the better.
It's become more exotic. Handle of your weapon has responded to fireball. Yeah, but that kind of gives you an idea. Because I'm constantly using like vortex and fireball here. It's just like they have responded to.
Very well. Happy casting.
Thank you, Jasper. I am aware. I almost always get the fireball aspect on my things. And then let's see. I think everything is upgraded as far as it can be right now. And my strength, stature, and magical aura will probably go up soon because of the fact that I gotta do some quests here.
Unless I'm mistaken, you need to inspire more people to follow you. What about undertaking some quests? People love quests.
Which means they should go do quests instead of me. I am kidding, but still, it's like, come on. Why is it always me? Alright, the pub is 27. Oh, I can actually buy this pub? Heck yeah! I keep forgetting that, again, another place that unfortunately is, as you can tell, pretty run down, and therefore pretty cheap with a lot of stuff, is here, so it's definitely a good idea to try that. Alright, Borrowstone, the voice. I don't know if I want to do the voice yet, and I don't know if I want to do Kidnapped yet. I like both of these quests. It's just that I'm debating if I want to do them now or do I want to wait? Because one thing that I tend to do is that even though this tells me to just get 100 of those seals, you can actually just get them from like saying hi to people as well, which I think is absolutely hilarious. There are a couple of other places that have quests that I like this one. Oh my gosh, I like this one so much. I'm probably going to do that. Maybe not immediately, but definitely one of the next ones we're going to do in this. But let's see, Morningwood, yeah. I was going to say Morningwood has a few quests, and if I do this one, I can also go into the Sunset house and take care of that. Yeah, and I keep checking this because I know at some point this does become for sale, but I forget when. Alright, this is a quest I don't really want to do, because basically I've got to go into Morningwood and just shoot a random guy, because he is trying to reinstate the Temple of Evil, but I think I promised you guys to do all of the quests, which means I'm going to have to go do this. And then these guys are also pretty hilarious. Max and Sam are people that you have run into in the other games. So finding them again as ghosts was really fun the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, really? I'm not surprised you guys died, but really? Ah, wait, Millifields. Let's see. Yep. This one's pretty short and sweet. And so is this one. Let's see, I think I have enough money? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go to Millifields just to get these two out of the way. And these ones, after I get into Millifields, you will see how much they cost. It is because they are, like, the most expensive ever. It is, like, the super fancy world there. And Brightwall. Oh, we got a few more here. Alright, and if you ever see this one, Escaped Prisoner, that's one of the ones that will always be there. You can go there, do the quest, and then it'll respawn after a little bit. So you can just continue to do that for both like karma and other stuff. Ah, Marriage of Inconvenience. Yes, this is going to be a very fun stream. Oh, I forgot I gotta do that. Oh, yes. And the start of the other quest that takes forever, which is The Pen is Mightier. Basically all those books I've been finding, yeah, I have to try to deliver them to the library.
Do they still need
And of course, the Gnomes quest. I might run around real quick and take out some of the gnomes that are here. Oh yeah, the chicken races, I don't know if that ever goes away. That always seems to be there as well. Just bet on a chicken race, see if you can win some gold. Alright, so let's see. And yes, I'm just double checking every place for quests. Mercenary camp, what is this? Oh wait, I think I know what this is. Where are you? There you go. That's right. After that point with the resistance, when you come back here, there is this guy that has a shooting range. You can talk to him, and if you do really well in the shooting range, you can get some weapons and some other prizes. I don't know about doing that because honestly, I'm not good at the shooting range. Silver Pines is a place that we'll go through later. I may like pop in real quick to like try to buy one of the stores that's in here. And then this is actually a hidden quest, which is Silver Pines Curse, because if you notice, it doesn't pop up here as a quest available, and even on the quest list, I don't think... Oh no, it actually does pop up on the quest list, but if you don't actually look at the quest list, which, let's face it, I don't think a lot of us remember it even exists, we just look for the little icons, you don't tend to do that. Yep, that is just that guy. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do, and this is going to sound weird, but I think I'm going to walk around, try to find those gnomes that I saw again, but I'm going to start this quest so that, whoops, I didn't want to go immediately, but I forgot about that. Anyhow, I'm going to start this, because that'll take me to Millifields after I get a part of it done. Woo, no. Crud, how do I run? I am not dealing with the infinite spawning hollow men right now. Sorry. Oof.
You said this cemetery would be loads of fun, and now it's obvious you were talking bollocks.
Perhaps you'd like it back with Mum. Anyway, how was I to know a cemetery would have no ghosts in it?
You know what we need? The book.
Sam, that's brilliant! The book! Go get it!
I'm not getting it. Trundle all the way back there, just to have to face her? I'd rather die. Again.
Well, I'm not getting it. Have Livy here get it.
Who?
Hi, guys.
Oh, right.
Remember my mum?
We'd really be ever so grateful.
This is no ordinary book. It's the Normanomicon. It can summon the dead.
Well, that makes it sound so insidious. We don't want to do anything diabolical with the dead. We just want someone to have a chat with.
I can't believe you. Why couldn't you have thought of the book before we left?
Yeah, well, at least I thought of something, which is more than you've done.
All right,
Calm
calm down.
in the first place. Ah, genius. Problem solved.
Now, the thing is, the book is in Millfields.
Our mum's got it. She always said she'd take it to her grave.
Which she did.
You'll have that book over my dead body, she used to say.
Which was eerily prescient.
So all you have to do is dig it up.
Woo, grave robbing. Yeah, and I'm sure some of you can tell Normanomicon, Necronomicon. I really like this quest with these guys because right now it's not very interesting, but it becomes interesting because there's a second part to it. And honestly, while I'm not a huge fan of Max, I do like Sam, so part of me is like, I'll do it for Sam. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I knew I heard my dog barking. Just a matter of where it is. Just dig up everything in here. I also heard Hollow Men spawning again, which, why? They're good for EXP, I will give it that, but at the same time, I'm like, why do I have to do this? Why? I don't want to, I really don't. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how close I gotta get without... And yes, I'm doing this just to, get a little bit of EXP for the guild seals. Also just to try to see if I can upgrade my shooting ability. I'm glad that these guys really don't know how to shoot. I feel like it makes it a bit more fair. Alright, I think that daylight must be coming or something. Whoop! I just switched to my magic! Which, gee, I'm so surprised that, my magic just went up. Which, no, I'm not actually surprised. Okay, did I open this one? Can I open this one? I feel like I did, but... Oh, I did not. Okay. Yeah, sorry. One of the things is if you have the time, because the Hollow Men aren't spawning, aka it's not night, anything that looks like a really weird tomb is usually you're able to open it and get something from it. I know there's a few chests and a few other things around here, but honestly, it's definitely one of those, I don't remember all of them. I remember that one. Because, again, it's kind of, very obvious. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to also find the entrance to... Oh, Lord. Okay. Ignore for a second. Please don't kill me while I do this. Just let me dig this up. And I'll fight you, I swear. God dang it. Alright, fine. Bug off. Go away. I will say, the only thing I hate about this place is that most of the time I don't know when it's nighttime, when it's daytime. But trying to figure out when these guys will spawn in less succession is really difficult for me. I don't know if I'm just stupid or... Sorry, slight focus issue. Okay, please, please. Give me dig spot. Give me the dig spot. Ay, ay. Sorry, I'm trying to listen for the sound of them spawning now. I'm like, no. Alright, random picture. But I'm also trying to remember where the Sunset House is. I think it's this right here. Yep, this looks like it. Alright, please don't be nighttime. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Please be nighttime. You'll see why I say please be nighttime. If it works, anyway. But what I was gonna say is I'm gonna... Alright, it is nighttime. So I'm gonna do this guy real quick to try to get the Sunset House going as well. Then I'm gonna follow this to Millifields, grab the book, then before I have to return it to Sam and Max, I'm going to go and do the other 2 quests in Millifields, which will get a few of these done real quick. Alright. So, this is important to getting the house to be a full house during the day, because normally during the day, as you might recall, this is all broken.
Baron von Orphan was a dabbler in the black arts, particularly alchemy. As a young nobleman, he applied a sample of his own blood, mixed with various alchemical substances, to a mandrake root, and created a small, diminutive version of himself, a homunculus. It was his dark aim that this creation would become a vessel for any ailment or malady which would otherwise plague the Baron himself. From that day forward, Baron von Orphan suffered no disease, no wound, no wart, nary any affliction at all. Thus it was that the Baron lived well past the age of 80, until one day he accidentally knocked the homunculus into an alembic of powerful acid. There it promptly dissolved, and the horrified Baron, seeing this, steeled himself for the worst. What was fine? Turns out he just had a really amazing constitution.
I really like that story. Alright, so what it is if you come here during the day, not only is the house just basically like a pile of wood because it burned down, these guys are in different positions, and you have to stay in during the day. If you do it properly, it makes the house actually... Let's see. Which one are you? It'll make the house an actual thing, and then you can finish the Sunset House curse that's in it. Alright, I think if I remember, you are the, like, belly laugh thing here. I know one of the ladies should have both arms up. I don't recall which one. And I think you are pointing. Oop. Not what I meant. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna pet my dog real quick. I don't know how anybody can be mean to doggo. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't get it. I know it's there for, like, really evil people, but I am not that evil. Okay. Good puppy. Alright, now then. Let's see. Yep, I think you are pointing. Bluff Point, and then are you the one with the arms up? You go right into it, so let's see. I'm just gonna go around in the expressions here, and if I get the right one with her, with the other one with the arms up, we should be good. Otherwise, this one might be the one with the arms up. Okay, no, I think I'm going around Bowdy. Yeah, so maybe this is the one with the arms up? Because I'm pretty positive it's the ladies. Like, one of them has the arms up and the other one has another one. I'm almost 100% positive the guys are in the right position. Whoa! Yep, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, so see how she's in, like, the yelly phase? I had to get her into that. I just got them backwards. And we have an actual house. Now we can go into the house, and we have a little mini quest in there. Alright, and I'm just double checking because I think we went in here and I took care of, like, yeah, I took care of the gnome, it looks like, and the key, or at least one of them. Wait, no, sorry, I was reading that wrong. I did not. Which means I probably didn't show you guys the house all burnt down either, except in the menu. Sorry. Alright, show me the diggy spot. Yeah, but this guy's only got one gnome, which means I'll be able to get that gnome off the list as well. And then I know where the silver keys are. I think one is kind of over here in the woods. And then there's another one that's down near the front where it will... There's the gnome.
You're funny, but looks aren't everything.
No, they aren't. You would know. Right. And then the other one is a bit near the demon door, which will open only after you become silent type makeup. I think that's... Oh, jeez. Sorry, I just saw this horde of hollow men. Basically right there should be the silver key, if I'm remembering correctly. So we're just going to take a minute and take a look at the silent makeup, if for no other reason than I can.
For any naps you may encounter.
Thank you, Jasper. Yeah, I ended up getting the full men's pajama suit, so... Eye makeup. Silent type. Yeah. The silent type is actually kind of interesting, because I think it's based on, like, brain.
Have you? Very well.
Yes, I have. I think it's based on, like, an old play or something. Like, with a sad clown type of thing. Alright. I don't want to have to do this, but... Once again, hoping to upgrade my shooting a bit here. Please just die, thank you. And yeah, I always seem to upgrade the magic fastest because I use it the most. And then it's usually this. And at the end, it's gonna be the, like, physique part of this. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yep, here's the key. Thank you, puppy, for trying. Alright, I got 18 out of 50. And then I think, yeah. So over here, if I can get to it, is one of those golden doors. I don't think I have a golden key on me. Oh, I actually do. Alright, do I want to use it for this golden door? You know what? Might as well just to, like, get everything finished in here. Alright, and this should be, if I remember correctly, a weapon of some variety. the weapons always change. There's like a certain rhyme and reason to them, but it's normally just soul drinker. No one knows who forged the sword. It is said to have been summoned from the black abyss by a necromancer. Cool. I don't plan on using it, but it's nice to have. But yeah, I think there's like certain weapons that will show up in certain locations, like in the chests and whatnot. So it's not hard to figure out which one you might get, but it's still kind of a toss-up. It's never the same one. There's only one or two chests that you have to do like a whole quest line for that will 100% give you the same weapon all the time. Then I am also gonna go here. Do not yell at me, Xbox. Sorry, somebody just like sent me a message. I'm like, not right now. Alright, and then I really dislike going this way. And it's solely because of the hobs we're gonna run into. They are just a level of creepy I did not need. Alright. So yeah, if we talk to this door, he'll probably be like, oh, I can only speak to the king or queen.
Have you come for the message? It is not for your ears. The highly sensitive information I carry is meant only for the ruler of the land. The fate of the land may rest on the secret contained within my memory. For thousands of years I have kept it secure. I shall continue to do so until the queen presents herself.
Yep. And that's basically all you get from him until you become the king or the queen. And obviously it will change on whether it's the queen he's waiting for or the king, depending on what you're playing. Alright. I need to wander myself back up here and get to the house. I know I said I'm going to go do the Sam and Max quest, but first we're going to do this because we're in here. And this is actually a pretty simple quest. And honestly, it is creepier than you think. Because most of these have like a sometimes underlying layer of like creepiness. This one is just outright creepy. It's like, I think it's in Fable 2. It might be in this one, where there's a specific house that looks really nice and stuff when you get in to a demon door, and then all of a sudden you like go past the threshold and it's like, never mind. Alright, Sunset House. So yeah, as you can tell, this definitely looks like a nice, safe place to be. So let's find out what happened.
If you are reading this, then the house has returned somehow. I feared this might happen, so before I burnt it down, I left a note for those that might follow. Then, as the house burned, I realized the note would burn too, so I wrote a second one. But when I went to place that note, I found the first one untouched. So I had to write a third one to explain all of that, which is this one. But the point is, the house is cursed by an entity of pure evil and malice. It is the stuff of nightmares. So whatever you do, do not sleep here. You've been warned.
I appreciate that, but probably just the first note would have been fine. I also just really think that the way the skeleton is hanging is just really weird and really interesting. And yes, these side rooms will open after we're done. It's just currently locked because we have to go do this. And yes, you were right. There is a giant doll and fire up here. Doesn't this just look like the best place ever to sleep? You know, it's so homey, isn't it, puppy? Let's go ahead and just take a nap. Yeah, let's just go ahead and sleep till morning. There's definitely nothing wrong here. And then I just like how the bed is just like random little spot in the forest. Here's some stuff going on. And yes, this is a bunch of chests. And this is Chesty. Once again, another friend from the bygone games. Hello, do you like playing games? I love playing games. Maybe if you like playing games too, we can be super best friends. Let's play chess. Chesty, your friendly chess. P.S. I like killing people too. It's so much fun, isn't it? Yeah, so Chesty basically decided to make this entire random chess game. And you think at first maybe it's just going to be chess, but if you remember Chesty from the other one, you learn very quickly it is not. And yes, I do have a random idea that I want to try to do here. Alright, just move up one. You up here? Alright, now then, no. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where he might go. And stuff. But at the same time, I know that this is just like a distraction. Yep. Come on, bud, where do you want to go? Yeah, see? You only get a few moves. And then all of a sudden, at least your side is completely destroyed for some reason. Speak to Chesty. I think we can be super best friends, but this game is stupid. There are so many rules. Let's play a new game. I hope you like it because I made it up myself. I call it Chesty's Chess. Chesty. Wild guess. Yep. Unsurprisingly, Chesty's Chess is very violent and has probably been the downfall to many people. Excuse me, bud. Sorry. Also, I have never seen that kill animation where I made them look away from me before. That was a new one. Isn't Chesty's Chess the funnest game ever? Now that we're super best friends, I think I can trust you with a secret. All my other friends are dead and won't play anymore. Promise you won't tell? Now, let's play some more. Chesty. Just in case. Alright. What now, Chesty? You really like my game, don't you? Please say you really like it. It would make me so sad if you didn't like it, because you're breaking all my toys, and that is not a very nice thing to do to a super best friend. But it's okay, I have more. Chesty. Yep. Luckily, these things aren't super hard. It's unfortunate when these guys show up, the king and queen, that things get a little more difficult, solely because of the fact that the one can spawn more people. Dear super best friend, how would you like it if I came over to your house and played with your toys and broke all your toys and then you had no toys left? It's alright, I'm just messing with you. I like it when my toys break. Chesty. Oop. Sorry. Wrong ideas. Thank you. Now if you could just... Alright. He didn't actually spawn anybody that time. I appreciate it. You are the bestest super best friend a chest could ever hope for. That's why I'm going to give you a present. My house! You can sleep here and kill stuff and play chess whenever you want. Love, Chesty. So, yep. You now own Sunset House. You have bested Chesty at his maniacal chess game. As a reward, he has left you Sunset House. It's a pretty quick and easy way to get the guild seals, especially if you're, high enough level, which at this point you likely are, just from your weapons being upgraded if you're opening those chests. And this isn't the way the house constantly has to look. I'm going to show you part of the other thing. Remember when I said those doors would open? After you beat Chesty, the doors open. I think this one, yeah, this is still locked because you have to go figure out a puzzle over here. And let me just... I'm going to have a lot of stuff to sell, thank goodness. Women's pajamas. Yeah, that's just a suit. Okay. Now this is a little confusing, or at least it was for me the first time I got here. So, there's a floating head, and you'll notice that there are things on the walls. What you're going to do is you have to move yourself, because the head goes where you move, into basically like the little corners of it, so that the head goes into there. And obviously whichever is the glowing one is the one you got to look for. So that one, which is... Sorry, I'm trying to double check the things to figure out. I don't think it's this one. Nah. Should be this one. Yep, there we go. Then the last one should be this guy, I think. Or is there another one on the other side? No. Yep, okay. It's the matter of trying to force the head to get where you need it to go, though. There we go. And hey, look, a chest and a vault action? Ta-da! We have now made the house look nice. Alright. And then through here, we can find more stuff in the drawers, of course. And I think there is a chest through this side somewhere. If I remember correctly. Yep. Okay. What is it? There we go. Alright. Shoot the difference. So basically, in these rooms, there should be a difference that you can shoot. I think in this one, it is this guy. Yep, there we go. There's the chest I was thinking of. And I think that opens the door on the other side too, or you have to shoot the, I guess, magic globe? Magic orb on the other side as well. This, I think, is a weapon, or is it just gold? I forget. Yep, there's a weapon. Hammer of Wilmageddon. This rare weapon was forged by famed blacksmith Henry Gideon under the direction of his wife Wilma, who was said to have magical aptitude. Alright. Then up here, you actually get a normal looking room. Right. Teddy bear. Hello, Mr. Teddy Bear. And I'm not gonna lie, this house, after it's like less creepy, is actually really nice looking. And I feel like a lot of people use this as like a random go-to sometimes, just to nap, or maybe that's just me. I have so many rubies, that's gonna make one of these quests so much easier. And like, this is really cute, and I wish we actually had the ability to sit. Like, if I could sit here and just like pretend to stare at the fire, supposed to like stand and do that, I would like that. Alright, got that. But yeah, if you sleep on this side of the world where it looks nice, you actually don't have to like do chests or anything. It will go ahead and just like let you sleep. Now I'm going to check the other side of the house though, because I want to make sure I get things from that one room that was left that was all locked up. Ugh, I hate that so much, my eyeballs. Then after that, I will go ahead and head out to go find the book for Sam and Max. Now, if I'm right, this is still locked. Yep. So I think I shoot that guy. Yep, there we go. Men's pajamas. So many men's pajamas. I'm not super complaining, though, because I will be able to sell those. Alright. So I forget if this is another weapon. I think this is more just like either potions or gold. Yep. Got a potion and some more XP. Got a toy bow. Okay. And as interesting as it is to see this, I am going to go ahead and just hop back through to make the house look pretty. Just because I like that a bit better than the weird, creepy, like, dead pig on the table. And I believe the house does actually keep whichever one you exit through. So when we exit here, the next time we come back in, it should still look nice. Alright. Now, do I want to run all the way to Millifields, or do I just want to fast travel? That becomes the question. Alright, so I got everything for the Sunset House. Come on. We're doing bored to death. Set as target. Sure. Now, if I'm right, because I haven't been in Millifields yet, it's not going to take me close to where I need to go. But it's, yep, it'll let you in at the beginning of Millifields. And I don't think there's any dig spots along here immediately. They're further down a bit. Alright. Sorry, I'm doing like a run through in my brain like, okay, this is here, that is there, type of thing. Alright, do not attack me. Sorry, sometimes there are birds that will fly at you when you go through there, so I'm just like, don't. Alright, there it is. Where is your dig spot, puppy? Alright, come on, buddy. Where is it? Come on. That's it, you can do it. Oh no, don't get stuck in the trees. There we go. I actually did not know there was a vault for that thing. I'm gonna double check. If there's anything in here worth vaulting for. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's a little too... little further to be a dive spot. Alright, and I keep looking over there because there should be bandits that haven't spawned in but will momentarily. Alright, roundabouty. Alright, and I will take some coin. And here is page number 5 of Mr. Finn's Adventures.
I shall in time expand on the many strange and incredible escapades that occupied me during the following years. For now, I will simply remark that I hunted hidden treasures and set on dangerous quests in the very same manner that the heroes of legends once did. In short, I exhausted almost every legitimate means by which a young man may experience life at its fullest. It must have been this exhaustion, coupled no doubt with the fact that I could never quite shake off my involvement, accidental or otherwise, with criminal behaviour, that led me in the end to run with a band of smugglers operating out of Bowerstone Port. After a few weeks of contrabanding, it was inevitable that I would wash up in the capital of such activities, Bloodstone. Its uncouth nature, colourful characters and almost daily barroom fistfights fed a rather unhealthy and until then quite hidden appetite for the pleasures only the lowest of societies can provide. I blush to recall those days of drinking, gambling and indulging in other unsavoury pastimes. I blush even harder as I bring to mind the succession of strong-willed and even stronger-thighed women I fell in love with. My only excuse is that such lack of restraint was latent in my blood, and while I had not followed my brother's example while they lived, I celebrated their memories by following it now.
Yeah, as you can tell, the pages aren't in order, but it makes for interesting reading. Alright, and I'm going in here because this should be the tail end of the silver keys that we need for, what is it? I know it's those mountains. Sorry, I'm like, in fact, I can't remember the name. It's annoying me.
To the sanctuary.
Thank you, sir. Miss Peak Valley, yeah. So as you can see, even though we were just in Millifield, since we went underneath, we found Miss Peak Valley. This should be where the last key is, and possibly both of the gnomes. I may have missed a gnome, I'm not sure. I'm also coming in here to double check where the gold's at. Yeah. Because I'm just trying to remember how much I need to get to that key, because there's a chest behind all the rest of that gold. It's gonna take a minute, but we get there. I promise, we'll get there. Alright. So let's see here. I know that the key is around here somewhere. I think, unfortunately, I might have missed a gnome or something, but I will double check that in a minute. As a matter of fact, wait, I'm positive I missed the gnomes, because they should be actually with the other pathway. If you remember in probably the last episode where there was an actual cart coming through. Alright, 20. When there was the actual, like, cart that was coming to pick us up. I think that entire way has, like, a couple of gnomes. So I think I might have missed one or two that way. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I'm not hearing the gnomes here, and I don't think they actually are. Either that, or they are spread out among Miss Peak Valley, and I have to find them again. Ooh, rare topaz. Alright. Digging. Digging. Digging a hole. I appreciate that we're finding more gold, but that is definitely something that happens the further you get. Ooh, sorry, I've got like hiccups or something. I'm just like, what is going on? I don't hear or see those guys. Yep, and this doesn't do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna say that I missed a gnome somewhere in Miss Peak Valley, possibly just because I need to go run through it again. But first things first, we are gonna go grab the book, start a couple other quests. And then we will go ahead and take care of that. And I know that this is going to just be a bunch of like running through side quests and stuff, and I do kind of apologize for that. But at least you know what these quests do. Alright, so you probably saw me as I was listening to Ben chop this down. So this is Pepperpot Cave. This cave in particular is not going to give me anything, or at least not too much right now. And that is because of the fact that it is really important for a later quest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Excuse you. Alright. Pardon me, go this way. Alright. Yeah. Hit me. Wah-yah. But this actually comes more handy later because there will be a quest that we have to go through in here. I think these guys are placed as like a, hey, you don't want to come this way. And it's like, no, I do. Pardon me. There we go. Alright. Probably shouldn't have worried about the potions on that, but better safe than sorry. But yeah, Pepperpot Cave is actually for a quest that is, believe it or not, really for after endgame. There are a couple of quests for that, so we will be dealing with that when the time comes. Just as you're aware, you know it. Deal with other hobs. How about that? Or whatever you have given me here for help. Sorry, Bats. I was going for this guy. Alright, I think he's dead. Yep, I have Shadow Hobbs. Thank you, Shadow Hobbs. I'm just gonna grab this stuff so I don't have to worry about it later. Because if I remember correctly, what is it? The quest that goes through here, I think you actually have to, like... You actually have to be one of those, oh cool, we've got a, you know, can you take me here type of quest. Sorry, I'm spacing on the name for it. Ah, fuck off, please. There we go. Yep. Thank you, doggy. That's one reason I was trying to get them to chill for a second. And of course, you're spawning more. Look, if you just leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Well, at least I got the gold. And yes, I keep going to shooting because I'm trying to get the the shoot up as opposed to the melee. Just because I know I use it more. But, yeah, you've got to guide somebody into here, if I remember correctly. Or there might be a whole other cave. I think right now the way I've got to go is kind of blocked off because the person isn't here yet type of thing, so... Dang it, it's not a companion quest. I'm sorry, it's still bothering me that I can't think of the proper name for it right now. I'm just like, what is it that I have to do? You know, like, what is it where you have to, like, guide somebody somewhere? Escort mission, finally. Goodness. It's like an escort mission, and I think I actually have to go through here, which is currently blocked off. So... that's basically all I can do right now is find that silver key, get some of the stuff, and head on out. I'm still surprised that, like, the bandits aren't spawning outside of this, but we'll see if they decide to spawn now that I've come into the cavern and came back out. Because usually there is at least a couple of bandits and one of those guys that look like Saker. I personally still will never understand why you can't make the bandits, like, either slightly different or be your friend. If you spare Saker, why on earth are his people attacking me? Like, I'm pretty sure he specifically says that, like, I'm a friend now or something. You know, let the stranger go, whatever. So I'm like, why are you guys attacking me? And it wouldn't even have to be that you couldn't have bandits. Just have them wear something besides, like, Saker's colors or look exactly like him, minus some of his abilities.
Sometimes I want someone to kick in the crotch.
Don't we all, Mr. Gnome? Don't we all?
I'm not like those mean gnomes. I'm a million times worse.
Oh, well then I definitely have to shoot you. See, if you were nicer than the other mean gnomes, then I might be able to let you live, but if you're worse, then I just gotta shoot you. Alright. And yes, I hopped over that for a reason. There's a hidden path up here. If my dog gets over here, which I'm hoping they do. Come on, puppy. Yes, I know, there's a dig spot in here. That's why I'm here. Come on, bud. Yay. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, make sure I'm not in the way of the poor thing, like, getting stuck. Alright, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. I'm also really glad that we can't hurt our dog when we dig. Because this poor thing just, like, constantly running in front of us. I'm just like, are you okay? Alright, I don't think there's another dig spot here. I always feel like there is, but I don't think there is. Oh. That's what it is. Thank you, puppy. I just saw the treasure above its head. I was like, that's why I feel like there's something up here. There's a treasure chest. Alright, but you want to follow this path all the way up, because at the top, there's going to be another silver key. And yes, just keep following it. And voila. I'm pretty sure the chest and the dig spot are the only things aside from this key. I don't think there's anything else going on around here. I think you can jump off this way. I don't know. Oh wait, maybe there is another dig spot. Is that down? No, it's here. Okay. Yeah, sorry, the dig spots I don't have super memorized, as you can probably tell with, like, the chests as well. It's a lot of the main stuff. Man, I keep getting a lot of rare topaz. That should sell for pretty good money when I get back to the pawnbroker. Yeah, but I remember basically, like, where the silver keys are and a lot of the, like, golden keys and golden doors and that kind of stuff. But aside from, like, the silver chests, I don't really recall where, like, chests and dig spots are. Alright, and yeah, I think that's the cave, or is this the cave? Sorry, there's another cave over here that's got, like, some hobs and stuff. That might actually be the cave where I take the guy. But I actually wanted to show you this. So, these will have an inscription. Their names are actually important, because I'm pretty sure it's... Is it in there, or is it somewhere else? Where is the puppy? Go ahead, show me. Yep, show me the dig spot. There is... Oh wait, it's actually in the graveyard we're about to go in, sorry. But in the graveyard, it's going to tell you what happened to the 3 statues around here, which is Theodore, and his 2 brothers. So you've got Theodore up here. I don't think you can see the other statues very well. I think you can kind of see one over there. That's the second one, and then I think the third one's down that way a bit more. And what it is it tells you how they died and the time of death. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because there's actually an Easter egg with that if you do it correctly. I can promise you, though, that it can be really annoying to actually get the proper timing down. Alright, let me just grab this silver key real quick. Okay, I think I might have actually mistaken that cave, by the way, but it still could be that cave. Because there's this guy, just dank water. So, and I think this might actually be the one where the guy goes in. I honestly can't recall right now. It's been a minute since I've done those quests. But, what it is you have to read the name, remember the time of death, and how they died. Then what you do is you go over to the statues, and you hit them as they were, basically as they died. Like, one of them died during noon, which means you gotta hit it at noon. There's one that died during the day, like as soon as the sun rose. And that one you have to hit as soon as the sun rises. There's one that got killed at midnight, so you have to hit them specifically at midnight. There's... Let's see. I know there's one where it's like... No, turn around, thank you. We'll get the gnome in a minute if he's back here. There he is. I can't decide if I want to hear you talk or not. I choose not. But, like, one is shot, one is stabbed, and the other is, like, burned.
I can direct you to the nearest kitchen.
Sir, shut up. I am talking right now, and I'm trying to help people. But yeah. But yeah, it'll say, like, Theodore Conan, or Cohen, however you say his name, sorry, died during, like, was stabbed at noon or something. Shut up, please. Oh, come on. How come I not hit you?
My favorite things are music and sunshine and love. And
Wait, do I have to actually hit you? There we go. I forgot. That one gnome is very hard to hit based on the fact that he is so low to the ground. That for some reason normally you can't just shoot him like everybody else. You gotta punch him in the face. Which, like, admittedly kind of cathartic, but still. I still think Pepperpot Cave might open a bit more, but I think I also might have gotten the tail end of it. Disappears, is what it is. It's one of these caverns. One of them opens up for a quest later. I honestly don't recall which. I think it's just this one, because I don't recall, like, going that far. And also because of, obviously, there is more to explore here. It's just I can't get to it right now. Because best example is that floating key over there. But yeah, that, you, like, run all the way around to, like, try to get... Ooh, pardon me for the hiccups. And so this is actually the one. I think maybe Pepperpot was finished, actually. Looking at it now. But anywho. Got more keys. Got some more stuff to sell. Alright. And then I will show you what I mean with Theodore here. Because right over here, as the gold line shows us, is a graveyard. Now up there is where we need to go. But it's actually down here that I'm going to show you. Because should be this. Yeah, see Walter stabbed in broad daylight. Jeffrey burned at sunrise. And Theodore shot in the dead of night. So Theodore, you have to shoot like at midnight. Jeffrey, you have to burn with your fire spell when sunrise happens. And then Walter, you gotta stab while it is like noon. And then there's just a few other people. David Oxford died for his art. Ben Brooks no longer really doing it. Tim Teddens thought cooperation was rubbish, died alone. Janelle Fair. Louis Brundish, ravaged by a flock of angry chickens. I'm assuming that they didn't learn anything from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, as you can tell here, there are some unhappy people. Alright, kid, please. Go the other way. Ah, dang it. Well, at least I only aggroed you. Yeah, see, the problem is with this, when you shoot people Sorry. Half the time, if I shoot these people, the other people will get scared and, like, scream and run away and stuff.
Yes, hurrah!
Hello. Alright. And yes, I'll be going up there in a second. I am trying to see if I can get to this one guy real quick, because this guy is going to be the start of another quest line where you try to help these, I guess villagers. They're a lot like the Mirkwood guys. Or Morningwood, sorry. Mirkwood. I'm thinking of something else entirely. And you have to help them build, like, a little city.
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Griffith Smith, and I'm the president of the Albion Historical Restoration Society.
Hello, sir.
Before you once stood a bridge to the site of the old gypsy camp where our late monarch was raised many years ago. Alas,
Yes.
the bridge has fallen into disrepair, and
Oh,
this
no.
historical site of interest will soon be forgotten. Perhaps I can persuade you to make a donation to keep this place of such historical significance alive.
Yep, and 750 gold can be a lot if you haven't bought anything as of yet, like the little shops. Like, that's how I keep getting money in the corner, is the little shops are continuously giving me, like, you know, my cut of however much is bought. Congratulations, thank you. A piece of Albion history will be immortalized, at least until the next time it breaks. Come back sometime to admire the bridge. Cross over even. And that is your hint to come back and double check. It takes, like, I think a day or two, but then the bridge is built, and then you can help the people that are actually across it, that you don't even realize are there yet.
Another victory for the Albion Historical Restoration Society. Come back later on once the bridge has been built.
Yes, even he's, like, trying to let you know, please, come back. There's more to do here. Alright.
Sure is a beautiful day. Except where you're standing.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can hop down. I can't. I gotta walk around. Because I'm trying to remember who this is. I think this is the guy that you gotta burn.
Because today's the day you die.
Yep, Jeffrey. Okay, can I hop down where this gnome is? No. I gotta run around again.
I
Ugh.
like to think about puppies. About slowly crushing them.
Sir, you have a problem. Alright. I was gonna ignore the gnome and just continue on, but nah. The puppy thing, nah. We ain't ignoring that.
Whoa, look, a young lady. Make yourself useful, love, and get me a cup of tea.
How about a cup of bullet? Alright. Then I'm gonna wait. Whoop. What is this? Charlotte Edwards. Ran out of gas. Okay, buddy, where is it? Oh, it is Charlotte? Whoop. Sorry. Where is it, buddy? Okay. Sorry, Charlotte. Doggy says you have something for me. A rare pearl. Thank you, Charlotte. Yep. Alright. Alright. Now, before I start running around here doing stuff, we're going to go ahead, go back over the bridge, and take care of that. I'm also going to see if it's close to midnight. So if it's close enough to midnight, I should be able to shoot this statue, and you'll see what I was talking about. Alright, doop-a-doop-doop. Pretty sure it said this guy is shot. Let's see, is it late enough? Alright, and you see the glow and the little sound? Whoop. Alright, I will pet puppy. But as you saw with the glow and the sound, I have done that correctly. So to get the rest of the Easter egg, when dawn happens, I have to burn the one guy. I'm pretty sure that's what it said, right, guys? Burn at sunrise. I'm going to do a quick triple check, because if I'm still here and it becomes sunrise, I might try it. Let's see here. Yeah, Walter was stabbed in broad daylight, and Jeffrey was burned at sunrise. All right. But yeah, if you get all three of them, you get a Easter egg that has to do with the little, like, gazebo in the middle of the lake. All right. Now, before I dig up what I need to dig up, I'm going to do something just so that I don't have to worry about it later. I'm also going to just do this for everybody that's curious. Phil Robinson squashed by heavy templates. Alright. And here lies the remains of Alex Skidmore, namely pants, socks, glasses, and a note saying, "No, really, I'm dead." Hang on. Ben Huskins, smothered by cats. I feel like some people would be okay to go that way, but this is in particular what I'm talking about, because in here is a book, and this, which we're going to read real quick. Mark Label Labradus Hill, first-rated sluggard, second-rate playwright, third-rate braggart.
Spending all the years of your young life on a small farm in a backwater county has made you restless. Who knows what flight of fancy or idle daydream first sparked your desire for adventure? But once ignited, the flames of wanderlust could not be extinguished, not even by the water of looking at things in more realistic terms, and perhaps considering a career in excavation. Your parents tried to reason with you, but the protests of the old ring hollow in the ears of a strong-willed young farm boy or girl like you. And so now you stand at a crossroads. It's a nice one, with newly painted signs and a bench. If you want to head east towards the ominous ruin, turn to page 2. To go west towards the ancient forest, turn to page 4. To head north towards the snow-covered mountains, turn to page 156. If you want to go south, which is back home, read this page again.
Sorry, I was trying to let that play out. But as you can see, these are Sam, who says this is all Max's fault. There's Max, who says he had it under control until Sam cocked it up. And then, of course, you have his mom, who has, like, the best one. Here lies Elizabeth Spade, at peace. Addendum. Now her sons have joined her. The above inscription is invalid. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, and the Normonomicon. This ancient tome emits a cold aura and appears to be bound in human skin. You can see the freckles. Found within our dark incantations and evil rites, the rhubarb stew recipe on the final page sounds particularly malicious. I would know, I have never tried rhubarb stew. But here we go. I am still very confused why it seems like a whole day has to pass when this happens. Like, not that I hate it, I'm just confused. Oh, you're right. Yes, I'm sorry, your sons wanted the book. I'm still very confused how many hollows there are, given, like, how many graves there are here. There just seems to be a lot of hollows for some reason. I guess it probably doesn't matter too much, they're just, like, floating around somewhere and being unhappy. And yeah, if you thought this was gonna be just an easy, like, dig this up, grab a book, leave. Obviously not quite. Sorry, like, slightly trying to concentrate. I'm not super concerned. Like, they're not really hard, but they're also not, like, super easy. Alright, I think I'm just gonna do the easy way. In case you haven't found out on your own or figured out from just me using this a lot of stuff is weak to fire, unsurprisingly. So, you know, deciding to go ahead and use the fire thing is part of the reason that I use it so much, is because so many of these are just allergic to fire. Thanks, ma'am. I really don't like that this guy is one of the ones that can summon things. They're so annoying. Like, not the things that he summons per se, but just the fact that they can summon stuff. I'm very much like, dude, stop it. There we go, good lord.
Well, I haven't seen that kind of fighting since that hero rescued my son so many years ago. Twice.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Perhaps you should keep that book. With your skills, it will be safer with you than in my grave. And it's a bit uncomfortable, frankly. Well, I suppose I'll get back in then. If you see my sons, tell them they'd better be back here by supper if they know what's good for them.
Yes, ma'am. I'm always like very confused as to like what she means by uncomfortable. Like, were you laying on it? Why were you laying on it? Alright. Then instead of continuing that way, I'm gonna go this way a little bit. 'Cause I think there is a gnome over here. And I'm gonna deal with this guy too before I return the book. Let's see. So I'm trying to like guesstimate the time to see if I will be able to run over there and set the one statue on fire or not. Alright. Now up here, there are a couple of things. This will be used for something later. Right now it just has a dig spot. I would suggest getting the dig spot now, because otherwise I think it disappears after this is used later. Yes, yes, treasure. Hang on. Mercenary tattoo. Yes, yes, I'm coming, puppy. Yeah, treasure should be up here. And there is treasure the other way, which I will show you in a moment. Alright, scythe. Let's look tattoo. So, over here is a silver chest, which if you've been collecting all the stuff, you should have the 20 to open it. I forget if this is just more XP or a weapon. I think it's a weapon. Yep, Sorrow's Fist. Found deep in an Auroran cavern, Sorrow's Fist is blighted by the shadows that inhabit its dark steel. And then this guy should be the one that we have to hit at noon. Oh. And then this guy's probably going to start talking to us because of this dig spot. And if not, I will go up so that you know who he be. If I remember correctly, this is the guy that wants us to be as quote-unquote ugly as possible. Basically, he's tired of beauty.
Ah, the hero, with skill and will. You drive your enemies before you, but the true enemy who enslaves us all cannot be slain. What am I speaking of? Beauty. It is an artificial construct employed as a tool to oppress women and maintain the power of the patriarchal hegemony. Wait, is it patriarchal or What's the one where the men run things? They always laugh
Isn't he
at
so
me
smart?
when I get it wrong at the empowerment rallies. Especially that Barbara. She was so cruel. Oh,
I'm
the
sorry,
point
sir.
is, we have been enslaved. And you know who's behind it all? Big fashion. The tailors, with their blouses and their hosiery and their...
Sorry, I'm like... I think it's becoming sunrise, so I'm gonna see if I can run across and get that one statue real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. That's the reason I wasn't like fully paying attention to him or like looking at him. I'm just like, yes, I understand, sure. Just hurry up. All right. And I think I have to change it to just the fireball, if I remember correctly. So let me just...
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Hello, Jasper. Give me a moment, please.
There are new weapons in your armory.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So the last guy is the one over there that needs to be stabbed at midday. So I'm going to go and fix this, because otherwise I'm going to forget that I even have Fireball and Vortex not on. Whoop. Sorry.
Excellent choice of gauntlet. That combination is bound to get their attention.
Sorry, I'm like very picky on where the Vortex and Fireball is. Okay. Back it up, back it up. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him glow and heard the sound of like an ow. So that's a good sign. Yeah, I'll go back and let the guy finish his rant. I'm also just running along in case there is any more dig spots. Oh, right. And then the other thing I wanted to do is up here. Sorry, I'm also looking for like dive spots because I think there's one somewhere. Of course, there's more of you guys. Why wouldn't there be more of you guys?
Watch out! The bugger's got a gun!
There we go. There you are. I wondered where the heck you were. Alright. And usually when the "oh no, there's innocents around" appears, that means I have killed all the bad guys. Thank you, buddy, if you would. Okay, but the reason I'm coming over here is, if you remember that Silver Pines place, it's actually through here. And it is definitely a place that I suggest at least unlocking, if not going through before you get too far into the story. Like, honestly, going through it now is probably the best bet. Do I want to do it now? Yeah, we're already in here. I guess we might as well. Like, honestly, I have nothing against the Silver Pines curse thing that's going on in here, but at the same time, I don't really care all that much. Hello, Wolfie. I wish I didn't have to shoot you. Alright, are you actually going to show me the dig spot, or are you going to get stuck again? Yeah, the problem with Silver Pines 2 is that there are a couple of places where the dog will say there's a dig spot or a treasure, but then it seems to like get stuck and is unable to show you where it is. Alright. I was waiting to see if it actually worked there. But yeah, right now Silver Pines doesn't seem all that bad, and that's because it's basically just like full of wolves. further you get, the more things show up. I'm so sorry, puppies. Yeah, see, like here. He's trying to tell me there's treasure somewhere. And I'm guessing it's supposed to be over here somewhere, but... Oh, wait, hang on. Nope, I cannot get up there, because I cannot jump. What? Where's Bud? Yeah, see, he's pointing, but I'm not seeing anything. Like, I don't know if he means it's on the other side of this, and that's the problem, is, like, the AI is just being a little weird. But he continually points, like, at this mound. And I'm just like, what does this mean? Yeah, I'm thinking he must mean that it's something up there, because honestly, I don't know otherwise. Okay, it's kind of unfair that he can hit me and I can't hit him. I can't walk up this way. You, come back to the edge, I dare you. There's the other people. I'm like, the other guys have to be showing up eventually. I think that one guy just, like, despawned. But yeah, right now, it's basically a bunch of bandits and wolves that are running around here. There isn't, like, too much else going on. But the further you get, the more you will, for better or worse, get higher level enemies in here. And later on, this thing is overrun by a specific one that we will meet soon. And they are just so annoying. I will have to come back in here later and I will show you the difference. Because right now is like, it's kind of annoying with how many there are, but you can handle it. But when you come back later and it's just completely overrun with the higher level enemies that are just a pain to deal with. Whew, no, thank you. That is why I specifically tend to come through here like this. Because I know that I can grab what I want to grab or need to grab. And it's not like going to instantaneously take forever to do this. Sorry, I'm going the incorrect way, but I'm double checking for, like, anything else. Because, like, technically I'm supposed to follow the path and everything, and I think there is something up here a little bit, so I'm going to backtrack. Oh, yeah, there's some more people, I think. Oh, sorry, some more wolvies. Hi, guys. I suppose on the bright side, this will probably upgrade my shooty. I really wish we didn't have to shoot the wolves. Like, I have nothing against them. Like, at all. They are completely fine in my book. Like, I am more than fine being that person that just has, like, a horde of wolves following me. Yes, I am that person in Minecraft that seriously just, like, tames every wolf I can after I'm able to. Alright. There we go. I knew there was either going to be a chest, a key, or a gnome up here. Because I know a good portion of it is closer to the village that's going to come up here. But there are a couple of things, like, hiding around. Yeah, and I'm sorry if I, like, stop talking sometimes. It's seriously just to see if I can hear the gnomes. That's usually how I find them. Like, I have a vague knowledge as to where they are. But normally I just try to, like, not start the quest when it's my own. time, I'm just like, no, I don't want to deal with you. Go away. Alright, is there a dig spot or a gnome? Because I know there's a gnome, at least one in the village. The other one might be the other way, I'm not sure. Alright. And then after we do this, we'll go talk to the other guy in Millifields to start his little quest. That'll take us back to Brightwall. I'll be able to sell stuff at the pawnbrokers. And then we'll either start one of our other ones, or maybe we will take a break. I know I've been playing for a while because I've been like running off to like pick stuff up as opposed to like just play through properly. So, hello, Silver Pines. Alright, and then general store, how much are you? Alright, looks like I got enough, so we'll go ahead and buy this. Okay, guys.
You know what I like most about people? They die.
Yay. Alright. Pardon me, I'm trying to get rid of this gnome for you. Please, nobody freak out. That wasn't planned, but I'm glad that if anyone was about to be surprised or scared, they're now looking at me with the cute puppers. Oh, and apparently I have hit enough gnomes that I now get a prize from Brian. I love how for a split second I was going to call him Brain. Alright, I think there's a key in here. Yep. Alright, go ahead, do the dig spot. I really don't know why so many people, like, cheer for you as you're running around. I know it sometimes depends on, like, what you wear, and since I haven't, like, changed into anything, I'm still just in my princess gear. They're probably like, oh, wow, you're amazing. Alright, 26. I think that's it for the keys here. 1 second.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Hello, sir. Yep, so there's the one more gnome that is floating around. Ah, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Remember when I said about the bridge that we paid for? This has the demon door and the one guy we gotta talk to, but it doesn't say anything about the bridge, so you have to remember the bridge on your own. Otherwise, you're probably not gonna know how to get in there. And yes, I'm hovering over this because look at how much these houses are. And, like, most of them will say, like, oh, this is the servant. There's a couple noble people here and there, but, like, 2 of these are owned by servants. I'm just like, holy crud. And that's definitely just a headache to me. I'm just like, that is so much gold. And those are honestly the only ones I would definitely suggest buying in the long run. If you can, wait off and just attempt that. Because while the other ones definitely help out a bit, it can be very annoying and very hard to keep up with all of them if you're just buying all of them constantly. That's why, like in the last one, I was like, you should probably just go ahead and buy them, do a quick rent out, fix them, and put them back out. Like this one, out, yes. Then just try to repair it. And you'll notice that usually it will sell for more than you buy it for, even with the repairs. So you usually gain at least a little bit. I'm not going to do all of that right now. I will do that off screen so you don't have to watch me play with like every house like that. Alright. But this is good except for one gnome, I think it said. Which I'm pretty sure I will be able to find as I wander over here. We will find out as it goes.
What's your biggest pie? I want your biggest pie. Just give me your biggest
Sir, I can't help you with a big pie, okay? I'm sorry. Alright, and then up here should be the Silver Pines Curse. Whoop. What the? What are we barking at? I kind of don't want to do this because it's becoming nightfall, but... Yep, there we go. I think this happens irregardless when you first come. Also, I think these guys, like, slowly disappear as well after the stronger enemies show up, if I remember correctly. So this is just one of the things that I'm like, I will deal with if it keeps the higher level enemies away from me for a hot minute. There we go. Elliot Upton, done gone. Daniel Bain, bonk. But this should be the start of that one quest. The Silver Pines Curse. And it starts with a wolf skull. Large skull wolf.
There? Is that you, Captain? No. You must be one of the new recruits. Watch your back. The captain's already had Seth killed. He can't be trusted. But we must still follow orders. And these are yours, soldier. Place the skull you found on the altar at the burial ground. It's the only way. You understand? The only way.
Yeah, I love how our first instinct is just open the coffin and take a skull out. Now, as you can see, there are 4 pieces. We currently only have 1. I believe the altar, like, a quick way to it is up here. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could read this. My bad. Men's Magic Racers. Alright. Rush Shaw. We hummed it, he played it. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's up through here is like... Yeah, slightly quicker way. This is the altar to place it on. I actually like getting all of the pieces first, but... But since it says place it on the altar, I'll go ahead and do that so you can see... But yeah, and now it's like search Silver Pines for the rest of the wolf's remains. And it doesn't really give you like too much of an idea.
I bet you wish you hadn't started this fight now, don't you?
Oh, there you are. Heard somebody. A lot of them are basically back the way we came, so... I'm glad that you have about the same ability to fire as I do, sir.
Oh, a masterful blow. Now finish it off with a critical hit.
Can you get me out of there? Thank you. Goodness. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, I think just the gnome is around here.
If you give up and beg for mercy...
Dude, I just killed everybody else. Yeah, because this should be... Yeah, this is near the beginning where we were. You know what, I'm going to go this way, because this will help us find the other pieces quicker. And the thing with the pieces is, even though there's no like golden trail as like where to find them, if you pay attention, you will see where they are. Because I think the first is going to be up here on our left. And aside from... Oh no! I have not seen that one either. Apparently forcing myself to shoot things has gotten me a bunch of death animations I didn't know existed. But aside from the quest, as you can kind of see from here, there's something white in there, or blue I should say, and that would be the ghost. And there will always be a ghost that will have the piece that you are looking for. So aside from your dog actually having like the sixth sense on like, hey, there's something here, you'll always see a ghost doing something. So if the dog glitches out, just walk around, see if you can find the ghost.
The captain told me to bury it. He was scared there'd be a mutiny if the others found out. Said it was for the good of the squad. But all he wanted was the weapon. He lied to me. He lied to us all.
Yeah, and if you read the description of the torso, which is one reason I left it up for a hot minute, and one reason I wasn't talking was because he was talking. But yeah, basically the captain had Seth, who was a actually nice wolf, killed because there was a weapon. We'll get more of the story as we find these guys. So let's go ahead and talk to this poor drowning ghost.
Wasn't my fault. I couldn't disobey a direct order, could I? The captain made me do it. But Seth was my friend. He was my only friend. I'm sorry, Seth. I'm so sorry.
See, like, I want to give that poor ghost a hug. I'm glad I have my puppy. Come on, Domino. Alright. Then, where is the last one? Because that's there. I think the last one is actually on the other side. Because I don't think anything's up here. If I remember correctly. Yeah, this is just where we could grab stuff. Yeah, sorry, this has been a hot minute since I've played this quest, and I am sorry that I am just making this an incredibly long stream to, like, find random bits of things. And I'm pretty positive it's on the other side. So instead of going for the altar again, I'm going to just go for the piece. And hopefully I will find it, and we will put Seth back together. And then we will have to deal with the rest of this. Hello, chicken. Do 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 do. Yeah, because I think we are on our left up here. There should be somebody like digging or something. Oh my gosh, go away, birds. Sorry, I'm waiting to see if the birds try to attack me again before I deal with these people. I mean, if you want to come by while I'm doing this, be my guest.
Was that a magic spell?
There. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can actually see where some of these people are. Why are there two, like, Captain Saker-like people running around here, like, for crying out loud? Yes, the dog knows how to bite. Thank you, goodness gracious. Okay. We are chill for a second here. Yep, and it should be over here. Yep, there he is. Yep, and they all kind of give you a hint on, like, what you need to do. Like, in this case, just like him, we gotta dig up. Yep, I'll get that in a second, pup.
This is where they shot Seth, poor little bugger. He was always loyal, right to the end. He didn't deserve to die, but the captain gave the order, and we followed it. That's what we do. We follow orders.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why there were 2 digs for that, but, I guess I kind of confused it. Got me another diamond. Alright. So just making sure the dog isn't barking again for anything. Yep, I think we're good. Okay. Now I think it's just a matter of go put these on the altar. Okay, yeah. There is a dig spot up here almost in the same place or in the same place. So that is probably why it freaked out. Oh, come on. Come on, Domino. Please don't be stuck up there. Poor thing's probably stuck up there. Okay. Yeah, and one reason I ran around, as you can see, is there is a long way to go. Okay. My poor dog's stuck there for a minute. I'm gonna try to run further away, see if that unsticks him. And yes, as you can probably tell, this is gonna be something later on. So, yay, you're unstuck. Okay. Now, what were you trying to bark at me about over here? I know, I'm sorry, I'm backtracking. I swear I'm not doing this to be annoying. It's just like, if whatever is in the dig spot is good, I would like to dig it up. There we go. Alright, where is it? Alright, let's see if this was worth running back to. Thank you. Yeah, 300 gold, not amazing, but every little bit helps. Alright, back going this way. Alright. Gonna go this way. Get. Sorry, I'm trying to listen for the gnome and I forget exactly where it is. I feel like it's around here, but I'm not sure. Doggy says dig spot. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. I feel like there's something behind here somewhere. I thought I heard somebody. Right. Dig, 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 dig. Alright. I still can't hear the gnome. So I have no idea if I have completely missed him. Or what. Oop. Alright, where are we going? Alright, and then the altar's up there. Emerald. I'm gonna wander up over here a little bit though, because I think I already checked over here for like sounds of gnome. Because this is where we jumped down earlier. Yeah. Forget about over here. So, alright, well here's a chest at least. So it's not complete waste. Where the heck is that? No. Because I think it said there were 2 and I found 1. Yeah, I don't know right now. Since I don't play with the gnomes as much, I'm like, crud, where are they? Oh well, let's go ahead and finish up Seth real quick. Then we will deal with the gentleman. Sorry, once again, just listening. Hello, Seth. Hey, buddy. Yep. And if you guys saw the door, you probably know where Seth is heading. There is a very random door here that has the do not enter sign by it. Hello, Seth. And unsurprisingly, wormhole to where we need to go. Alright. And then we continue follow Seth here. And for like as uncomfortable as all this is, I have to admit, I find it kind of like oddly pretty, oddly interesting. And of course Seth is like, here, the only thing you could possibly open. And look, another dead guy. This time with a sword. The Wolfsbane. It is said this sword was forged by wolves during the Great Lupin War over 1,000 years ago.
And I have sworn death on all who touch it. Soldiers, your captain needs you. Kill the thief.
Paul, you have ridiculous ideas of grandeur. Wait, why is there a whole poor wolf skeleton in here? Like,
You shot him. Now that's got me dander up. Damn it, this is
I don't mean to be rude here, but you guys are all dead. Like,
good hit. Don't worry, mate. You get a medal for taking a wound in battle. You can't go around knocking us about, you swine.
I seem to be doing that right now, so.
Yeah, good block, comrade. Shot again. How many times is that now? You might kill me, but
Sir, you's already dead. Please stop doing that.
Watch out.
The Silver Pines Curse. The mystery of the Silver Pines ghost has been solved. You have made Seth whole again, and he can at last rest in peace. Alright. It really kind of confuses me sometimes that this has, like, the whole skeleton, but I'm guessing it's because Seth was put to rest. Maybe this is where he was actually buried, and we were just like, oh, haunted pieces of stuff. There wasn't a real wolf skeleton since it disappeared. I don't know. But yep, now you get a new sword called the Wolfsbane. Ooh, pardon. And if I remember right, it's really good against, I think, just wolves in general, but also something else. I think it's the other the other enemies.
A new sword has been added to your collection.
Yes, thank you. I am aware. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. There we go. Wolfsbane. Yep. Yeah, that's the name I couldn't think of. Balverines. They are very annoying. They are my least favorite enemy in this game.
Any other business to attend to?
Just double checking stuff. I wish this could give me a better idea of, like, when my stuff is going to upgrade. I swear my magical aura upgraded instead of my stature, but maybe I'm incorrect. Oh well. Let's see here. Yeah, there's still another gnome. Where on earth is the gnome, though? Because I know I remembered that one. I can't think of it right now. Since I have to come back to this, I'll probably just do that later. And then for this one, I know that I can find some of the gnomes now, but I think a couple of the gnomes, like, how many are left here? 1 and 3 keys. Those might be in that Dankwater Cavern that I have to go into later. Because since part of that is blocked off and I can't get to it, it is unfortunately just, like, unable to get those right now. That's why to finish off that quest, you do kind of have to wait until afterwards. Alright. And yes, I'm going to let him talk real quick so that you get his whole spiel.
Are you so afraid to break with societal norms?
Alright, I forgot. After the first time, he just doesn't give you the spiel. I was like, hello? It's like, alright, I got you to talk before. Never mind. Then, wait, you are the one that got stabbed, right? At about midday? Is it midday yet? Does this count? I wish there was, like, a clock that I knew exactly what time it is, because I don't know if the sun is setting, if it is rising, anything right now. Alright, I think there is a gnome that I can get to over here that I think might be the last gnome, or it could be in the cave. I know that at least a couple of keys are in the cave, if not all of the rest of the keys. And yes, I'm sorry, I'm looking for, like, dive spots. Alright, I cannot get through there, so I'm not supposed to go that way. Yep, there's the gnome. Sorry, come on. Quick triple check. Yep, still not seeing dive spots.
You seem like a very nice person. I kill nice people, you know.
Not anymore. Alright, and then so that...
hello.
I think took care of the gnomes. Yes, I think the last 3 keys are in that cave. If not, I will try to find those more in a minute. We are instead gonna go back across the lake. I'm sorry, puppy. And talk to that guy to get that quest going. And if I have enough gold, I might show you how to get into this demon door. Which I probably will, because I'll have the ability to, like, sell a lot of stuff after I do this.
Fancy a delivery job? I've got a letter that simply must reach Brightwall as soon as possible. I cannot stress how imperative it is that this vital communication reaches its recipient post-haste. This is the final letter in what has been my life's work. I've sent post to every single person in Albion except for Zachary, and this one's for him. So, will you take it for me?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, as you can tell with the probably not the nicest note going out here. But it's a quick 5 guild seals that can help us out. And since I need to wander to Brightwall because there are some other things going on there as well, I do not mind at all. And yes, I saw this out of the corner of my eye, so here I am searching a chest. Jewel makeup. If I remember, this one is inspired by, like, sorry, kabuki theater and stuff. Alright, anything else back here I need to be aware of? Uh-oh. I think I confused my doggo. Hi, buddy. What? Okay, where is it? Where are we going? Alright. Now, of course, do I want to walk all the way to Brightwall, or do I just want to fast travel?
There's no time to waste. It is imperative that it's taken at once.
I'm working on it. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is if I go up through here and go out, I think that takes me to the marketplace, Bowerstone Market, which will let me buy a few things for, like, shops. So I think they have a few cheap ones. And that'll help with the money. And then I will just go ahead and fast travel to Brightwall, because that's pretty far away. Sorry, I was waiting to see if they spawned in or not. Ooh. Hiccups, go away. I thought you were done. I remember the first time I played this, I was not aware that fast travel really existed, so I was just doing this constantly, just like running as fast as I could everywhere. In Bowerstone Market, good, I was right. But yeah, the main reason is because while I knew that you could fast travel, like if you picked a quest and it wasn't like near you, I thought that was the only way. You had to start a quest and then it would take you somewhere. And then after that, it was like, okay, you know, it's just a lot of running now. As opposed to like, oh, we have to, you know.
Excuse me, have you got the time? Stop!
Sir, shut up. I just want my dog to show me the dig spot. I will probably come up and shoot you momentarily. Health potion, very helpful, thank you. Alright. Now nobody yell at me Okay, I think he is up there, which means I gotta run up some stairs. Which is over here? Or do they exist over here? Yes, they do. Okay. Thank you, hon. Yeah. Sorry, I'm also trying to, like, think about where the gnomes and stuff are around here since I'm in here again. See if I can grab a couple of those. Alright, anything this way? I think this is just locked. Yeah. So this way should be the gnome. Right.
I sensed your presence before you even arrived. What did you eat?
Metal. Alright, got him done with. And then I don't think there's another gnome up here per se. Yep, but there is a chest.
If I had a friend like you, I could tell them secrets. Like that I'm gonna set you on fire.
Thanks, I didn't need to know that secret. Alright, him I think is just like hanging on a wall though.
With mash and mushy peas.
Alright,
It's a great day to be alive. And a better day to kill.
Alright, where? There you are. Shoosh. I swear, the only reason that we go around and we kill these gnomes are just to shut them up. Which, again, is the reason I usually don't do that quest. Okay, got that. Ah. And as long as I'm here, let's go ahead and buy this little guy. Buy this little guy. Okay, I think that's basically it on this side. Let's see here.
Ah, hello.
Hello. Alright, Ballerstone Market. Yep, I've got 2 out of the 3 gnomes. I'm just gonna buy this stuff really fast while I can. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to, like, remember where the other gnome is and that kind of stuff right now. Goods. And then furniture. Broker, potions, stylist. Yeah, this is one of the most expensive things, but it's actually really good to buy because it's just a random house, or not even a house. It's a thing that will give you thereabouts of the same amount of money as any other store. You don't have to worry about, like, rent and stuff. Alright, I'll worry about this stuff in a minute. Let's go to Brightwall so that I can do that. Also to double check what I don't have over here. Pub. I've almost got enough for the pub. I might save up for that or try to get it after I go see the pawnbroker. So let's go ahead and fast travel. We'll sell some stuff. I'll give Zachary his note. And then I think we might go ahead and pause there because I've technically done everything in Millifield's then, except for, of course, returning the book to Sam and Max. But that'll have to be another day. Or I might just do that momentarily. Alright, we're gonna sell...
Low on stock, so I'll give you a bit. That's a fine item. There's some big shortages in this town. Bit of a short. Come back if you have anything else to sell.
Been hearing rumors about a strange
Whoops.
voice in one of the
Sorry, I just realized I took all his money.
getting to the workers.
I was like, oh, I'll just go ahead and sell all these. Never mind. Alright, well, first thing, let me go ahead
Hard cash for your unwanted
and
goods.
buy the pub. I kind of killed my money, but hey. At least I have the pub. The pub is, at least to me, one of those things that gives you more money. But it might just be because it's, you know, worth more when you buy it. Hello there, guys. Alright, Zachary. Hello, sir.
Wow, a letter for me? I wonder what it says. Dear Zachary, you are an ugly, incompetent buffoon and nobody likes you. Yours sincerely, Arthur. Oh, how rude.
The final insult. Congratulations, you've helped Arthur achieve his goal of insulting everyone in Albion. Zachary was the last one. Yeah. I like these ones because it's like, luckily you don't really get any, like, negative drawbacks to that.
Open the door. I'm begging you.
Oh, wait, this one's here. Sorry, I was going to run to Brian real quick and, like, get whatever we're owed from him. But I forgot that one, this one quest is here. Oh, I like it so much. It's just so ridiculous. It's just like, this is your problem? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and see Brian. Get our little reward for killing a fair amount of them. And you can actually see them down there slowly fill up. Which I think is a nice touch.
Oh, here you are then. I'm sorry, it's awfully hard to concentrate on my letter with all that noise. I get through half of it and then I find I'm writing, I had it off with your mum, or some other horrible thing.
Random shining armor I can sell. Alright. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not gonna steal. Okay. Then there are a couple of things up here. Okay, I know I said that we were gonna finish, but I really want to do this one quest just because I find it really fun. Actually, yeah, I should probably stop. I will go ahead and get into position for this quest for next time. But I just realized how long we've been going, and I don't want to keep you guys forever, so...
Sorry, dear, I really am. If you open the door, I'll buy you something nice, I promise. Please, my sweet. Please, I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you.
I've heard that before. And the first few times you disappointed me, your clumsiness was sort of adorable in its way. But it's got a bit tired, hasn't it?
My darling, please don't. I'm sorry. Please, let's not argue. It's so awful.
Awfully boring, you mean? Perhaps if you ever won, it would be more interesting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go through this quest real quick.
Oh, when I married my husband, he was all sweetness and smiles. And now he's all bitterness and bile. He bullies me. He berates me. It's horrible. He's horrible. But if I divorced him, he'd get half my fortune, which is quite a bit of money. Oh, I wish I was someone else. Wait. What if he was with someone else? If a girl like you were to approach him, chat him up, tell him you've got more money than I do, he'd divorce me to marry you, and I'd be free and clear. Oh, of course, you wouldn't actually have to marry him. Once he's divorced me, you could just walk away. Oh, I'd love to see the look on his face then. I know it sounds repugnant.
Yeah.
This could be my only way out. Will you do it?
Or, you know, you could just divorce him and, like, deal with the pay cut. Yeah,
You'll do it? Oh, this is the first good thing that's happened to me in years. He's inside. You can start there. I'll go to the pub. Get out of your way. It shouldn't be too hard. You go in there and bat your eyes at him. Give him a few shiny trinkets. He'll be all over you. It worked for me.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out that this happens exactly the same way if you are a dude. Basically, the husband and wife get switched. The husband is like, she bullies me, she berates me. So, like, no matter what, these two just don't have a happy marriage. And there are, I believe, 4 endings to this quest.
What is it now? Don't tell me you want to talk about things. Oh, sorry. I thought you were my wife. Hmm? Don't know how I could have confused someone like you for someone like her. So, what can I do for you?
I always hate having to do this, but at the same time, it's so ridiculous.
Oh.
Like,
Nice
just the whole, this is how you romance people, because this is how you do romance any of the NPCs around here. You basically just do a couple of things like this, they start to love you. Go ahead, take them on a
Well,
date.
Beautiful, you're quite a bit of fun, aren't you? Much more diverting than that wife of mine. Do you know? She spends all her time reading or gardening. So dull. I can't remember the last time she did something thrilling for me. Like, buy me a ruby. I adore rubies, by the way.
Yep, and this is why I was glad to be getting so many rubies, because I can just be like, cool, have a ruby.
Look at that. You spared no expense. Thank you. I love it.
Yep, and as you can see, we are now technically friends. That's because after you get to a certain point, you will then have a friend quest. Basically, like, go find me something, go deliver this, and if you do it, then they become your friends. After that, you just kind of do this, and you get that friendship up enough, they'll want to go on a date, and then they're in love with you. And it is just really silly, but I understand that that's just kind of what you did in these type of games back then. There wasn't a very deep system of this.
That was fun.
I don't know about you.
Sorry. Normally when we're up high enough, this just stops immediately. I know he's probably about to say something about going on a date, so I'm just like, let's get this where it needs to be.
Well, hello, darling. It's been
There we
lovely
go.
spending time with you. And it was exciting at first, flirting in my wife's house. But aren't you a bit bored? We should go somewhere. How about Brightwall Bridge?
Yep, and then
All right,
hold
darling, if
hands
you
to
like.
go on a date. Sorry, had to remember for a split second where Brightwall Bridge was. I was like, oh yeah, duh, it's just a bridge out there. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm just grateful that this is somewhere close, because there have been a few NPCs where, like, if you try to, like, get them to marry you and they ask for a date, they will take you somewhere really weird. They'll be like, oh, I want to go here, and you have to try to take them through a place, make sure that you don't deal with any bandits or anything, and it's just like, why? Luckily, he's just like right up here.
Lovely view here, isn't it? And you don't ruin it with a lot of talk. You just stand there and look irresistible.
This is so uncomfortable either way. Ugh, I don't want to. This is one of those quests that I'm like, I feel bad for doing, but at the same time, it gives me no negative impacts. It just gives me some guild seals.
Wow.
And if you really want to,
You've done
a
that
husband or a
before,
wife,
I should think. That, or you have amazing instincts. I have to tell you, I've been with Wilma so long, I forgot how incredible it can feel to be with someone exciting. I want more. What do you say?
We're good.
We make a go of this? I'll leave Wilma, and you and I can be together. You've got a ring, you've got a house. You're going to be very hard to resist, aren't you? Go ahead and ask, and let's see how strong my resistance is.
You mean if you actually had resistance? And yeah, as long as you have, at that point, a ring and a house, you can just go ahead and propose. Otherwise, he'll bring up the fact you need a ring and you need a house, and then it'll be okay.
Yeah!
These proposals are also, like, so hilarious to watch to me.
Now I just have to divorce Wilma. Oh, I wish I'd met you 5 years ago. Would have spared myself a lot of crushing boredom.
Uh-huh. Have fun. I'm just gonna look at the scenery for a minute. And I don't think she's still there, but whenever you're doing this marriage of inconvenience, if you actually head to the pub before you finish, I think before you finish and propose to him, Wilma will actually be in here, or I think it's William is the dude. I think they're just sitting over here drinking. Like, seriously, they're just sitting and drinking. I really should have tried to show you before I finished, but oh well. Pardon everybody. But yes. We are now going to get to the part where there are 4 different endings here, and you get to pick which one you want. Now, admittedly, there's 2 of them that are obvious. The other 2 are a little less obvious, but we'll go through that in a
I've
second.
got news for you, Wilma. You're not going to like it, and let me tell you, that breaks my heart. Truly. I've decided we're not right for each other. More specifically, you're not right for me. So, here are the divorce papers. You may consider yourself an ex-wife.
Vincent, I don't know what to say, other than thank you. Thank you for doing just what I knew you would.
What? You planned this all along?
Sorry to say. I'll file these with the city clerk first thing tomorrow morning, and then we are officially history. Thanks again.
Well, my enterprising love, aren't you a piece of work? You make a deal with a housewife to split up her marriage and leave her husband penniless. Rather underhanded, I would say. I wonder, just how despicable are you willing to be? Because if I think this through logically, if she never makes it to that office, the divorce never happens. And then instead of marrying a hot-blooded divorcee, you'd be landing yourself a very wealthy widower.
What? You can't mean... You'd kill me?
Well, technically, she'd kill you. I'm sorry, Wilma, but it is a lot of money. You haven't left me much of a choice.
Don't listen to him. You can just walk away. This doesn't concern you anymore.
Yep. So, obviously it says kill Wilma or leave the house. There are actually 2 other options you can do, and I discovered them both by accident. So, obviously, if you take out a weapon, you can kill Wilma, but the other thing you can do is if you take out a weapon, you can actually kill Vincent.
To die? Just walk away and leave it
And
be.
then, yeah, see, hold L2 to enter aiming mode with a ranged weapon. See? So you can, like, do either of them. The other thing I discovered when I had a hammer on, and I basically came up to try to kill, I forget if it was Wilma or Vincent or whoever, but I swung it and I hit both of them, and I killed both of them, and I ended up making the...
Don't go.
Dude, I don't like you. I don't like either of you. I think you're both horrible people. And honestly, I feel like the best response to this is to kill you both, because we just don't need more people like you. Bye! You have saved Wilma from a fate worse than marriage.
Getting out of hand. Nobody has to die. walk away and leave it be.
I am.
Oh, my jam tart. You're not really going to divorce your true love, are you?
You're unbelievable. You just tried to have me killed, and now you're trying to worm your way back into my heart.
I was confused. This whole awful affair has reminded me how much I really love you. Let's just tear up those papers and start again, hmm? And as long as we're tearing, maybe we should have these clothes as well.
Have it? Get out of my house!
Well, all right. Fine. Ugh, you're a disappointment, Wilma. I wanted to make it work, but if you don't want to try, I'll leave. And I'm taking my rubies with me.
Fine. I hope you choke on them.
Yep. And that is marriage of inconvenience. Now, that actually does play out very similar if you walk out with the husband and wife in the male playthrough. The difference is that the husband actually kind of thinks about it for a second, as opposed to instantly is just like, no, get out of my house. Which I think is pretty hilarious. But yeah, those are the 4 different endings. If I could show you, I would. The problem is, of course, that it instantly ends the quest no matter which one you do. Like, I think if you kill one of them, they will do this thing where they have a little bit to say, like, Vincent will be surprised that you actually killed her. And if you kill Vincent instead of Wilma, she will be shocked and saddened and actually cry because she didn't want him dead. She just didn't want to be married to him. Which I'm kind of like, you could have divorced him at any point. Like, why didn't you just do that and take the cut to whatever money you've got? But I think that's just because I'm very much like, if you're unhappy, I don't think it matters how much money you have.
Stamp my renewal. It's you, the hero who entered the reliquary and survived. How splendid to have you back at the Academy.
Hello, sir.
From the moment we first met, I knew you were someone who understood the value of knowledge, of learning. It's one of the things that sets you apart from your brother. As
Thank
you know,
you.
King Logan closed the Academy and cut all our funding. I don't know whether he considers education a waste of time or a threat to his power. Your mother
It's probably
believed
gold.
the Academy should archive information and make it available to all, and I share that belief. We have many books here, yet many more languish in obscurity. If they're not found, their wisdom will be lost forever. The Academy needs a hero as much as the people of Albion do. Will you help us to retrieve these rare tomes?
Yeah, so this is why I've been gathering all those books.
Oh, thank the gods of documentation. The Academy will continue to grow. Of course, it will still be closed by royal decree, but let us tackle one problem at a time.
Agreed.
Whenever you find a book in your travels, bring it to my desk, and I will give it a good home. I know of several that exist and have already prepared displays for them. All you have to do is to place them accordingly.
Alright, and just like with the gnomes, basically you will find places, it'll say donate, the book will show up.
Another book for the Academy. How wonderful.
Yep, he'll make a little, oh cool, thank you noise. And if you have enough, he sends you on a special quest.
To get a book. Thank you.
Now, I'm not going to actually, like, do the quest.
Wait to read it.
Sorry. I'm not actually going to do the quest that he's probably going to give us, because I think it's like every 10 books or something.
I can't wait to have a read. Thank you so much. That's absolutely splendid. You are doing such a fine job finding books that perhaps you will agree to a special request?
Yeah, see, when you have enough, he'll be like, could you possibly do this special request for me? And as long as you're okay with it, he will send you off to find a very specific book. Sorry, I thought I saw a donate over here too. But basically, I'm just going to put all the books I currently have in here, which I am currently looking for the rest of the donate thing. I really don't know why this thing doesn't want to donate stuff all together. I think that's 11 books, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Alright. So, I'm going to start this, but I'm not going to do it, because I'm actually going to do the other quest that's running around here, which I think is going back into the reliquary and killing more stuff. That'll be the start of the next video, or the next stream, as the case may be. Now, shall we find the Book of Mysteries?
Excellent. His cave was in Miss Peak. The book is probably still there. Those mercenaries would have had no use for it, except perhaps to wipe some of the old hermit's blood off their swords. So heartwarming to see those books coming in. I really cannot thank you enough.
Alright. So yeah, there will now be a special book that, even though we ran through the caves of Miss Peak, will have magically appeared because we now have the quest for it. Alright. And I'm going to stop here and go ahead and save.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Because I'm going to start his quest next. Sorry, just trying to double check if I could even guess where my strength and magical aura is going to upgrade. Oh well. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Wrong buttons. Save and continue. Alright. But that'll be next time. Thank you all for joining me today. Sorry we got started a bit late, and sorry this ran a little late. Just trying to get to a place where I felt we could actually stop properly here. But yeah, next time we will go ahead and deal with him running through the reliquary. Then I will get the book out of the cave, the Book of Mysteries, and then we will go deliver the other book to Sam and Max. And then I will also make sure to take a look at the bridge area so that we can get started on Driftwood and everything else. So, thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it took a little bit longer, and I'm sorry that I ended up just running all over the place doing little quests, but obviously that's just kind of what we're at right now. I know that this is probably just about done, or is done. Sorry, I want to triple check real quick. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do Evil Presence since we're here. Then we'll worry about the Pen is Mightier and might double check the shooting range real quick as well. And then we'll get onto the other ones, because I like to try to take out most of these before I go back to the Powerstone Resistance. But anywho, once again, thank you guys for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you guys later. Love you. Keep yourself safe.